Good day, everyone. I'm here to discuss the Domain 6 under the PPST or the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. Under this Domain 6 is the community linkages and professional engagement. The goal of this Domain 6 is to establish school community partnership aimed at enriching the learning environment as well as the community's engagement in the educative process. This is a reminder for teachers that we are not teaching the students in a way that is only limited to the four corners of the classroom. We should remember that we are preparing them to be ready to the world, to the real life situations in the future when they are in their workplace or when the time comes that they will pursue their own careers. We have four strands in this domain. First is the establishment of learning environments that are responsible to community context. And under this are the common community linkages. First, we have the parents. They are responsible for helping the child to develop the proper values, attitudes, and habits of their children. And also, they are responsible for helping their child to achieve their academic goals. Next is the teachers. Of course, teachers are responsible in enriching learnings. The third is LGUs or local government units, NGOs or non-government units, and civic organizations and other residents. So the classroom has to be connected to the community. And in that community, as I said earlier, we have the stakeholders of the educational system. And these stakeholders are school head, the principal, school staffs, the parents, barangays, LGUs, government organizations, non-government organizations. Doon naman papasok yung pagkakaroon ng responsibility ng mga teachers to communicate and engage, to make partnership to the community where she and her students belong. So next, these are the community services or community activities for the students. First, we have donations. One of the example is when there are calamities, the students, pwede silang magkaroon ng mga donations ng kanilang mga personal things like mga damit or mga foods na pwede nilang i-donate. Then, we have here the tree planting. So, we all know na ang ating ecosystem sa ating mundo, nagkakaroon tayo ng global warming. So, napakalaking tulong nito na magkaroon tayo ng mga tree planting. And then, next is community service like cleaning the school or cleaning the barangays or the communities in our or the places in our barangays na nangangailangan ng tulong para mas maging maayos at malinis. Another, this one. So, ito naman po yung mga activities na ginawa namin nung kami ay first year college sa aming NSTP. So, as we can see here, we are engaged in teaching students in public school. Another is we have feeding program for them. Then, this one naman, as we can see here, meron kaming mga bottles, mga recycled bottles, na imbes na itapon na lang and magkaroon ng kalat sa paligid natin is we make a way for these plastic bottles to be reused. We make DIY piggy bank out of this. I just want to give my personal or my own experience when I was in high school. Back when I was in high school, when I was in Canosa College, I also experienced to be in a community activity or community immersion. Pinapunta kami sa isang community na merong pa-housing project ng government. And we are given a task to be with them, makihalubilo sa kanila, gawin din kung ano yung kanilang mga daily task. Like, do sa bahay na napuntahan namin, nagtitinda siya sa night market ng mga hot dogs and corns, sweet corns. So, tumulong kami sa kanila sa pagtutuhog ng mga hot dogs, ng paghihimay ng mga corns, and naranasan din namin na kumain kasama sila, mag-boodle fight kasama sila. And another is yung nagtuturo kami. We are assigned like, once a week na magturo sa public school sa mga religion subject. So, these activities, itong mga experiences na to, will be very helpful for them, for the students, because they can apply it in real life situations. They will gain experiences na hindi nila necessarily mag-gain from the academics alone. So this will be an eye-opener for them to be responsible citizens na may pakialam sa kanilang environment, sa mga tao, sa paligid nila. Namumulat sila sa realidad ng buhay, kung paano magtrabaho, kung paano ang buhay ng mga bata sa public school, kung paano sila turuan ng Christian living, 'di ba? Isa pa ring realization ko with this is, at the end of the day, we want them to be citizens, professionals, na may concern sa kanilang community na ginagalawan. So, ito yung importance of having community linkages, of having communication. Natututo silang makisalamuha sa mga tao sa paligid nila. Next is engagement of parents and the wider school community in the educative process. So again, the parents and the stakeholders, like the barangays, the city officers, in the city hall, even the health workers, the frontliners like the doctors, nurses, they should also be connected and in partnership with the teachers. Because etong mga stakeholders na to ay malaki din ang parte sa development ng isang estudyante. Because, of course, sabi ko nga, hindi lang sila natututo, hindi lang dapat sila natututo sa four corners of their classroom, kundi sa labas din, marami din silang matututunan dito. Next is the professional ethics. So, we have the code of conduct of professional teachers. Ina-emphasize dito yung dignity. So, as teachers, we should be worthy of honor and respect from our students, colleagues, and also the parents and other people in the community. And of course, vice versa. So teachers must also be respectful to every person, regardless of their gender, their appearance, their social status, religion, and even their achievements or abilities. Next is the high moral conduct. So teachers must be a role model to their students. We teach the values like treating every student with respect, honesty, kindness, and patience. And of course, fairness. That's why we as their teachers or their future teachers should live our life in alignment with these values. So, kailangan din nilang makita na sinasabuhay natin and ina-apply natin ito sa ating pang-araw-araw na gawain. So, in that way, magiging role model tayo sa kanila. Then, next is competence. We must be competent enough to keep up with the challenges and the changes of being a teacher in the 21st century. That's why, in connection with that, we should have the mastery of the subject matter. And in that way, we are be able to communicate that subject or that matter in a well-mannered way. Next is reputation. So, reputation is very essential to us. We should protect it and we should maintain it as a person who has a dignity, high moral conduct, competent, and professional. And lastly, the school policies and procedures. Of course, dapat both students and teachers, even the parents, ay sumusunod pa din sa mga school policies and procedures. And they should know and practice it. That's why at the beginning of the school year, di ba, we have the orientation about the school policies and procedures. And we should respect and obey these rules of the school. So, before I end this discussion, I just want to say my realizations and my conclusion. Indeed, as a future educator, we should prepare and equip ourselves and strive to be a professional, sophisticated, dedicated, and compassionate teacher. Uh, to be able to guide them in achieving their full potential to produce a responsible, dignified, and successful citizen of this nation. So that's all. Thank you so much.